Hello, this is Kll131 with a domination on Favela, and here you see me do the first blood rush. It's a pretty classical one. It's the one that I usually always do, even if I'm using another class. I like to take my marathon class and just rush there. So now I'm pretty much just preventing them from capping C in order to give us a nice little lead here. Uh, I'm playing with a couple of friends here, so they're going for B, I think, right now, and I'm just keeping them from capping C. I hear people, I throw a stun grenade, and I get a hit marker, so I kill him. And yeah, I'm pretty much just doing this for a little while, and then I decide that they might start rushing me there. So here's the little spot that not a lot of people know about. You can actually snipe into that little barbershop right there from here, and you got pretty good cover, and pretty much the darkness of this little house makes you pretty hard to spot if you don't start shooting wildly. But throughout this match, nobody really went into the barbershop. Usually there's almost always a sniper there, but there wasn't this game. So anyway, here they cap C, so I'm just trying to get the spawn trap, and but they cap A instead, so I know I'm gonna come from that way. And here I just fail with the iron sights of the MP5K. And some people say that like the team needs to have a guy who just sits in camps and get the kill streaks to help the team, and I don't really agree with this. I feel that on Domination, the only kill streak that I like my team benefiting me with is UAV or counter UAV, and that is not something that you camp for. So I prefer to have a sweeper on my team, like a guy who rushes around and gets more kills than the other team. Like he runs around keeping them in their spawn, not camping. I like a run and gun sweeper guy. It's what I usually do when I'm playing in a public game alone, because I find that it's more fun. And if I'm playing with a friend, we usually have one guy doing a little rushing. So it's what I like to. I like to have a sort of balanced team doing different things. Sort of like one sniper, one or two rushers, and like assault rifles. So yeah, and I feel that I don't really like to cap in Domination unless I've got map control of the area. And you see through this game, I try to keep map control of this house along with the jungle area, the little house I was in before, talking about the sniping to the barbershop, like that area of the map, the right side along with this bottom side. It's the part of the map that I like the most. I don't really have a lot of experience playing on the sort of the road side that I'm looking towards right now, the one next to the barbershop. I feel that it's a pretty exposed part of the map. You've only got one way around, and you can get shot from almost all angles. So I prefer to have map control of this area. And yeah, since I'm playing with my friends, I'm just like, we're not really taking the game too seriously. We're running around testing new tactics. Not that Domination is really tactical, it's just hold down the flags and kill the enemy team. I like Domination. When I log in, I usually play a couple of rounds Domination to warm up before I play Search and Destroy, because it's a lot of kills, a lot of different things you can do and practice with, and all classes have their benefits in it, so I think it's pretty fun. And the class I'm using is the MP5K, as you've probably realized by now, with the Rafika, and I'm using Marathon, Stopping Power, Steady Aim, I think. And this is a pretty powerful class, in my opinion, because you got the long range 3 burst weapon, you've got the close quarter combat. I think I'm using extended mags. I use the MP5K in Domination, like I prefer it over the UMP in Domination, simply because of the fact it has a very high DPS. At close quarter combat, you can get those little double sprays that the UMP can, the triple and double sprays. Because in Domination, if you're playing like a rusher, you're usually gonna encounter more than one or two people. Like you're gonna see a lot of people in the same place due to spawn trapping. so I prefer to have the high DPS weapon. I don't know where that sniper went. He must have gone right and then directly left, because I was like listening for him, couldn't hear him anyway. And so yeah, here I'm sort of running out of ammo. I call in the Favela after the Harrier has gone, because I feel that it doesn't really benefit. They don't stack that well. Both of them are good spawn trapping kill streaks, so I prefer to call it in after it's disappeared. The Favela after the Harriers disappeared. So unless it's late game, in late game I'm just calling everything. I've tried certain things like stacking kill streaks, like getting like 2 Harriers, 2 Pavelos, 2 Predators in a game, and not calling them in. And then in the last seconds of the game just call everything in to like piss off the other team. But I don't like that tactic, because I think that you get more kills by having a balanced instead of having everything burst at once. So the thing I like about the rushing class is that it's a lot more fun than camping, because you get like weapon pickups, and I like playing with weapon pickups, like picking up new guns and seeing what other people are playing with. I'm surprised actually at some of the weapons I pick up, like the intervention with ACOG. I like the intervention with ACOG actually right now. Yeah, I miss here, but anyway. So I like the intervention with ACOG on PC. And here you see me fail completely. I was damaged and didn't think I could die by jumping off that little roof there, but apparently I could. But I get to start a new like kill streak, but I end up getting a death streak here instead by my aim failing horribly. So yeah, on Favela in general, on Domination, I like to get the A or B flag. Always the B flag. The B is like the key to getting a good kill streak. And if I have the A and the B flag, I usually rush down to C, clear out their spawn like the campers, rush back halfway towards B, then I repeat that process, and it's very effective. When we have A, I prefer to have a map control like over the roof. So I'm like I prefer to like sit in that little house that I'm next to now with a hole in the wall, and I like to keep to the rooftops, preventing them from capping B. When they have C, I prefer to be in their spawn. When they have A, I prefer to be spawn trapping them, like not really in their spawn, because I feel that A is pretty exposed. There's not much cover. If you kill a guy, he spawns right next to you, and there's a nice little syntax there that you can do to the B flag. So anyway, the sort of like tactic that we use when we're playing on Favela is, and here I failed here. I could have gone a triple spray, but I was like couldn't decide who to shoot on, so I ended up spraying in between them, and I almost killed myself with my own predator. So yeah, what was I saying? The general tactic that we have is to just like have B at all times, and then the rest is usually like it just works out due to the spawn system in this game. Here we actually lose B for the first time in the entire game, I think, because I think Top Rush Hacker have been holding it down with the one-man army noob tube, which is a very fun class to play in my opinion. Anyway, yeah, and here we win actually. I was getting carried away, I didn't know how long it was. So anyway, if you like this, please rate and subscribe to my channel.